Hello, all my dear students of Full English. I hope you all are doing good. I hope your studies are going on great. So, I welcome you all to this CA Final Direct Tax Practical Question Batch, which will be conducted 100% in English. That will be full English batch. Now, before we start with any particular topic, before we start with explanation of any particular topic questions, I would like to give you a brief introduction about how this batch is going to be held and what all topics we are going to cover over here, what exactly is going to be the coverage over here, and what should be your approach in this particular batch. So first of all, let me tell you, this batch is applicable for May 25 and November 25, both the students. Now some students will say that for May and November the syllabus will change. No, it will not change. Always remember, for May and November the syllabus is always same. All those who are giving exams in May 2025, for them Finance Act 24 budget will be applicable. And all those who are giving exams in November 25 also, for them also Finance Act 2024 budget is applicable. Always remember, for May and November the budget is same, always same. The next year budget of 2025 will be applicable for May 26 and November 26. So if you are giving exams in May 25 and November 25, this is an absolutely ideal batch for you. You don't have to worry anything about it. Okay, it is fully updated. About the updation, about the latest amendments, I'll be talking in a while. Now, how we are going to go about with this chapter, with this particular batch? First of all, I would like to make one more request to all of you, one more disclaimer to all of you, and that is that this batch is absolutely relevant for those people who have done direct tax once. You have done direct tax, you have read direct tax, but you don't have sufficient practice of the questions. You don't have enough practice of the questions, because wherever you would have done your practical, wherever you would have done your direct tax batch, there you would have not got time, or your teacher might not have done enough questions with you. So lack of practice might be very difficult for you to clear the exams, and that is the reason, with that intent, we have brought this particular batch. Always remember that practice is the most important thing in CA Final Direct Tax, and for that matter, for any practical subject. In FR, if you don't write, if in FR, if you only learn the concept, don't do the questions, then it's of no use. Similarly, in indirect tax, if you only learn the concepts, if you only learn the chapters, you don't do the question, then it's of no use. You will not understand, you will not learn which type of questions are there in the exams, what type of question ICAI ask in the exams, how to apply those in the exams. You will not understand all those things. You don't know how much to write, what to write. With that intent, this batch has been created. So if you have mistakenly taken this batch, okay, without even touching direct tax ever in your life in CA Final, then this is not going to help you. Let me tell you very clearly, which we have already written on the website also very clearly, that this batch is for those students who have not done enough questions in their lectures. So if they have not done enough questions, come to us, we will solve for you. We will do enough questions for you. In case if you have still taken it, then I would recommend you should go and take our exam oriented batch or regular batch, depending upon the time available with you, and we will adjust this price against that. Don't worry. Okay. But I don't want anybody to struggle in this batch just because you have not learned direct tax ever and you're directly coming to solve the question. That is not possible. To solve questions, you need to develop concept first, and concepts are bigger than question, obviously. This batch will go for around 35 hours, but the concepts go for more than 100 hours. So therefore, in exam oriented batch, and in regular batch, it goes for more than 200 hours. Therefore, you need to be very clear with this particular aspect. If you are clear with this, let's go ahead. What are we going to cover? We are going to cover the entire ICAI study material. There are different kind of questions that we are going to cover in this batch. First, I will be explaining all the questions of ICAI material. Apart from that, I will be explaining few questions which I have designed from my side for you all. Third, I will be explaining some additional questions which are added by me as per the latest Finance Act 2024. Some questions we have drafted for the latest amendments. Some capital gains amendments have come, some TDS amendments have come. So we have drafted questions based on that to explain you the amendment properly. Fourth, we have covered in this batch last 8 attempts RTPs, revision test papers, last 8 attempts mock test papers, and last 8 attempts exam papers also. Total 24 papers are also covered in this batch. That also I'm going to explain you all. Okay. That also I'm going to explain you all. Don't worry about it. So this batch is not only about just ICI material we are going through the ICI. No. It covers ICI material, all questions, specially drafted questions, amendment questions, and most important, past RTPs, past MTPs, past exam paper, total 24 papers. All the papers, all the book, all the chapters are fully amended as per the latest Finance Act 2024, which is applicable for your exams. All of them. And wherever there is an amendment, we have specially highlighted that part and we have put that part in bold and italics. We have put that part in bold and italics. Don't worry about it. So specially it is highlighted, specially it has been done bold, specially it has been done italics. Don't worry about it. Okay. Therefore, let me show you which all topics are there in your CA final. So are you going to cover all of them? Yes. Except few topics of 1 or 2 pages which are not very important, I am going to cover all of them. Sir, can you please tell us what all you are going to cover? I am going to cover this. 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 Clubbing chapter I am not going to cover. That is a very simple topic that you can do at your end and not even important in CA final exams. I am going to cover this. You can see. This again, these two topics are just one page topics. You can go and see. Just 1 or 2 pages theory topic. It is not very important for exam. It is just because it is there in the study material I have put over here. I am going to cover this. Again, these two are theory topics. We are not going to do these two theory topics. Theory topics, what will I discuss here? What is the meaning of base erosion and profit shifting? What is the meaning of base erosion and profit shifting that you have to learn? That I cannot explain you. Okay. Then we are going to cover tax audit report, all the practical questions, black money law, all the practical questions. So till here, we will be covering all the ICI material question. After that, what are we going to do? After that, we are going to do past RTPs, past MTPs and past exam papers. 8 RTPs, 8 MTPs, 8 exam papers, 24 papers total. So what is my approach of learning direct tax is first, you need to learn individual chapters and then if all the questions come in a combination, are you able to solve them? Because ultimately in exam, individual topics are not going to come. Your exams are not based on individual topic. Your exams are of 100 marks and all of them are going to come together, okay, in the exam. And therefore in the exam, you should be able to solve all of them in one shot. That is the reason we have put the last 3 topics. Because when we start a particular RTP, the first question is on PGBP. The second question suddenly is on assessment procedure. The third question suddenly is on capital gains. Is your mind able to cope up with that? That is what we are going to learn in this. Okay. And believe me, all of them are fully updated as per latest Finance Act. It takes a lot of time to make this book. I have put a lot of efforts in making this book. And this is one of the best book that I have ever made in my life. For the last 3 months, I have been updating this book. Last 3 months, from July, August, September, October, almost 3.5 months, I have been doing this. So it is fully updated. Every question is updated as per latest Finance Act. Every date is updated as per latest Finance Act. Every RTP question is updated as per latest Finance Act. Every MTP question, every exam paper is updated as per latest Finance Act. You don't have to worry about anything. Everything is updated as per your Finance Act. Don't worry about it. Sir, what about MCQs? Sir, MCQs we will be doing later on. Whenever the ICI will bring its MCQ on its website, I will be dealing with that also with you all. Don't worry. Okay. So today in this batch, we are not going to deal with MCQs much. We are going to deal with the practical questions. Okay. This is a practical question batch. It is not an MCQ batch. Yes, MCQ also I will do with you all. But for that, let the ICI bring the MCQs. Every year, ICI bring around 150 to 200 MCQs on their website. Whenever that comes, that I put in the syllabus and that I teach to my students. Don't worry about it. Okay. So as of now, we are talking about the practical question because that is where most of the students lack. Where? That how to present the answer, how to write the answer, how to write the answer, how to put a particular sentence in the answer, which point to be written first, which point to be written next, how much to be written, how to restrict yourself from writing too much in an answer of 2 marks or 3 marks. All those things we are going to learn in this batch. Regarding MCQ, I have already told you. Again, I will tell you the salient features of this book. There are more than 500 questions which are covered in this book, which covers ICI material questions, past RTPs, past MTPs, exam papers, specially drafted question by me. All of them are fully updated as per the latest Finance Act. It covers 8 RTPs, MTPs, exam paper. Those are also fully updated as per the latest Finance Act. All the questions in the book are divided into 3-star category, 4-star category and 5-star category. Let me show you. Check here. This is the 3-star question. This is the 4-star question. Okay. So all the questions are divided into star category here, so that on the day of examination, you can do what? You can select out of it that which questions to be solved, which questions should not be solved. Okay. You can do all those things regarding what? Selection of question, because on the day of exam you cannot say do all 500 question. You need to select out of them. So on the day of exam you can do one thing, you can do only 5-star question. In the study leave you can do 4-star, 3-star, 5-star all questions. In the class we are going to do all of them, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, everything we are going to do. Don't worry about it. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next one, if you are taking our regular batch or exam oriented batch or fast track batch, that is, or practical question batch, that is this batch we are talking about, you don't have to worry about anything. Everything will be covered in this batch. Okay. Last, which I have already told you, any amendment is there, it is done in bold and italics. And this year there has been a lot of amendment, especially in capital gains. I'll show you. In capital gains, there are a lot of amendments from 23rd July 2024. That from 23rd July 2024, indexation will not be available. But then government said that indexation will be available in some cases. So in some cases, you have to take indexation and pay tax as per 20%. In some cases, you don't have to take indexation and pay tax as per 12.5%. Everything has been precisely mentioned over here. Everything. Your entire book has been fully updated as per the latest Finance Act. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I hope you all are clear with this, whatever I have said over here. And in case still you have any doubt, you can definitely ask me the doubt on our official WhatsApp number 90090089977. Okay. So just go through the question bank once if you want for 2 minutes, and then we will start with our first topic, that is business and profession. And before that also I would like to tell you, whenever we start any particular topic, you go and revise that topic first. Because without revising the topic, you cannot think about doing that topic with me. Please, first revise the topic, then do it with me. Because if you don't revise that topic, suppose you have revised business and profession today and we are doing capital gains and you are watching capital gain questions, you will not understand anything. Obviously, you revise the topic first, then come for the question. You revise the topic first, then come for the question. We will give you the complete index. Don't worry. Okay, that in which lecture which topic is covered. So therefore you should know that lecture number 5 is about IFOS. So I will revise IFOS today. Lecture number 10 is about assessment. So I will revise assessment today, and then I will see the sir's explanation on assessment questions. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. Last but not least, every question has to be solved by the student first. When I say solved by the student first, it does not mean that I am not going to discuss and I am not going to explain. I will explain everything. But my only objective is you should pause the lecture, you should read the question, you should try to get the answer at your end. And if you are not able to get the answer, or even if you are able to get the answer, then you come to my explanation and see the lecture. Okay. So this should be the approach. It will take slightly more time at your end, but then in that case, you will be doing the subject in a better manner. Rather than just watching the lecture, it is better that you pause, you read, you recall the provision, you try to reframe your answer, you try to write the answer, and then you come to my solution, you come to my explanation, what exactly I am trying to explain you. Okay. So just go to the question once, not question once, the question bank. You can go to the question bank, how it is drafted, and then we will start with our first topic, that is profits and gains from business and profession.